are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Pour here on a Thursday. Barnes and Michael.
Yep.
What's going on, brother?
Just chilling, dude. Pumped to be here. Pumped to talk some sports. OKC. I hope that hits the right nerve for someone.
Wow. So we hope Michael Butka is listening, and I still can't. The
UConn stuff is crazy.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. And I get just knowing him. That's how he is. So I get that extent of it. But at the same time, it's just are you kidding me? How the mighty have fallen. And just to I don't know, just to not have it's just I feel like everybody knows coaches and stuff. It's universities firing them, coaches leaving. I mean, that stuff happens. He didn't even leave. That's the best part.
He blocked me from that whole thing.
Right.
Because of how much he loved Hurley. And now he doesn't give a shit about him.
Yeah. I mean, it's, and he's saying go Johnnies. I don't know if you've seen that.
I know. What the freak?
I don't know. All over the map. But it was kind of funny. He did text me yesterday a screenshot. I guess he must live near where we're doing a job in Trumbull. It was an LA Barnaby side. And he's like, you guys are famous. So that was funny. But a lot going on. Good to have Josh and Kev in the building. Josh
boys.
Getting riled for the Michael. And a lot to discuss, as you can imagine. Me wearing the jersey, pumped for the Rangers. We'll get to that in a second. I was gonna actually ask you about this because you were kind of telling me before the show. You said you've been doing a lot of 2K.
Yeah.
And the what is it called again? Is it CG?
My player.
No. But the currency.
VC.
Okay.
Virtual currency.
Now, when you're doing you're saying you're not doing online, so what exactly is it? Offline, drills and stuff to earn more of that?
No. So it's technically online.
Okay.
But I'm not playing against.
Oh yeah, because you can't do that offline.
No.
Right? Yeah.
I'm playing the season. I got drafted to Detroit.
Okay.
I did the whole high school, go to the EuroLeague. The Bucks wanted me, but then last second, Detroit wants to take me, and you have to make a decision. If you go with the Bucks, you're not going to play as much. If you go with Detroit, you're a starter. And I'm like Detroit's nasty already. They're young. Yeah. I'm a 2-guard.
Right.
I'm going right there. We're going to have a good time. We're 13-2 right now.
Wow.
And you play the games, which gets you your badge work, catch and shoot, long, deep, all this stuff.
Okay.
And then you also have practice where you could do individual drills, scrimmage, and then there's also a workout facility where you could do agility, weightlifting, all this different stuff, which helps just everything. And the 2K TV, they have a 2K TV monitor as well, aside from the gambling one for sports betting for the NBA games. You're not betting anything, folks, by the way. You're not paying anything. You're just picking picks. And if you get them right, you get 200 VC per game you get right.
But then they also subtract them when you get them wrong, or no?
No.
So why wouldn't you just pick every game every night?
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, because you can imagine they get you where it's let's say your 3-point range, your 3-point shooting's at 75, let's say, out of 95. Because if you're not a dead-eye shooter, you're not going to get to 99.
Right.
You're not a 3-point specialist. But the higher you go up, the more VC it is.
Oh.
So when you started going, you're at, let's say 45, let's say.
Okay.
It's 200 VC to put it up to the next bar.
Oh,
but then each time you go up, it's more and more. So now it's just from 75 to 76, it's 1,000 VC, let's say. So anything you can do to get, because I don't want to spend more money, even though I could, I just don't want to.
Right.
I don't like the whole monopoly system of this whole that they have in these games where it's like you have to spend all this money. And I was talking about it with Joey. These developers spent so much time making the story mode. Dude, you're in high school. I mean, there's a whole thing. You're from Vermont.
Yeah.
Your dad was a chef in the city. Didn't get the Michelin star restaurant. Moved to Vermont with his wife. Had a baby. It's a cool thing. It's like interesting. They put so much time into this shit. No one plays it anymore, right? Because all you have to do is just buy let's say $150 worth of VC. Put your guy up all the way, and then go play park, rec, or pro-am to get your badges up.
Yeah.
Where it's like, why even have the mode then?
Yeah.
Of the NBA in my career.
Yeah.
I was saying to Joey, they should do it where if you don't play my career, certain badges and shit you can't get.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I think that would be good.
That's it.
And also, I think with the buying into it, like get rid of that option. And then if you really need the more money, then charge more money for the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's already, I got Walmart ready for this. Look, it's so stupid. It's 65 or 70, I can't remember.
Right.
If you go in store.
Mm-hmm.
$40 if you order it online and pick it up at the store. Like, what the
I can't believe that it's that cheap.
$40, I know.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Barnes is like, all right, I'm going to get the box. I'm going to stop at Walmart. It's the one in Stratford I did it at. And you could do it at any, but you just literally order online and pick it up, and it's $40.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now gameplay wise, much different from last year's game or not really?
So I had played it prior
yeah.
with Tony's console, and there were some bugs defensively, offensively, and they've updated it since, and it's every year I just think it gets a little smoother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see how play is online, like against competitive players. So we'll see. But I like the animations. I like the game. It's just it's tough because they're with all the stuff they're charging you so much money basically to just play this game.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is fair.
And it seems like, because I know you're in that league and everything, like, so you never really got into like just playing online, like just exhibition.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Okay, no, because that was always me instead of that mode.
Dude, I love that. The quick matches,
yes,
online ranked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. It's definitely like once I get my guy up, and I'm not playing with my guys.
Yeah,
I play that.
yeah,
I love it. And I take it to heart. I don't want to lose. I want to have that great record.
right,
Yeah,
right.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, no,
dude.
that was always my thing. And look, Michael Butka is with us. What do we got here?
We have him saying, huge shout out to LA Barnaby. Just saw a sign yesterday here in Trumbull. Legendary business.
Legendary. Thank you, Michael.
You know what? Today I'll lay off the smack talk about UConn, but it doesn't mean I approve of Hurley's sideline behavior. I don't approve of the Lakers losing to OKC last night.
Yeah,
Michael.
and Michael, I would like to see your behavior when you were watching that Laker game last night. What if we had a camera on you?
God,
Would
definitely
everybody
not.
else approve? I mean,
No.
that's why.
Definitely
I
not.
think he knows by saying he's going to lay off. I think he knows that it's time to just go back to like everything's all good.
You're from
Just-
Connecticut.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all good. Be a UConn fan. Hurley, I mean, look at all the college programs that wish they, in their whole entire existence, would go back to back.
Oh, yeah. Or to have 6 in 25 years
Right.
when they have 0 in 100 years, a bunch of teams. So come on, Michael. And we do have Lakers are bums from Kev Dew. Year from Peep Game.
I don't think
and
Buckta's gonna
Bucka
sub to the pod.
That'll be interesting.
I don't
That'll
think
be
so.
interesting.
I think he's still tight at Ernie.
What would you say odds of the subscription? Are we talking a plus 200 or plus
don't know.
400, plus 500,
Plus 1,000.
plus 1,000?
Yeah.
But there is always something. If I was like, Bucka, do him a solid, I feel like he would do it.
I don't think so.
Because but I was saying it the other day, like, because I was kind of giving him a hard time about UConn, and then
Yeah, but this is different.
and then he was kind of tight, and then he just reverted back to I love you, Barnes.
Yeah.
Was an off night last night. Beyond terrible performance,
performance.
but it's early. Bad night for the Lakers and the Knicks. And then What did you make of Nico Harrison getting fired? Kind of like, I don't know, scapegoatish, right?
Yes, dude, exactly.
The owner wanted to do that. It wasn't just him. He would have never done it if the owner didn't want to do it.
Thank you, Barnes. 100%. And that other guy they got that replaced Donnie Nelson Jr. or whatever.
Oh, okay. You're talking about as like the president of the basketball operation?
He was the guy who wanted that to happen and used Nico as the scapegoat. Knows nothing about basketball. Yeah, definitely fall guy. I feel for him. I really do. I'm happy that he's gotten, like, I wish it wasn't a fire.
Yeah.
I wish it was just like at the end of his contract or whatever. They don't
right.
Because he didn't make that decision. And honestly, it must suck going to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody's chanting your name. In the arena. So you probably couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yes.
He gets paid out.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just such a stupid, like, it's like I know, and it was indirectly, but they end up getting Cooper Flag. Great. But it's just like, I feel like this whole thing came down to like, him. It's like, well, conditioning, no conditioning. Would you rather have him than what you have now? I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't know. That's just one of those crazy things. But let's go now to the world of the National Football League.
This kid is special, man. Just think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford, Williams. What a hit by Buda Baker. Buda Baker just saved a touchdown.
All right. Today's NFL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by NYC bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the crisp Moscow mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. And it is kind of interesting. So we all know, tonight is the start of week 11, an old school AFC East matchup. The New York Jets visiting the New England Patriots, and the Patriots, winners of 7 straight.
I wanted to talk to you about the Jets.
13.5-point favorites. Obviously, I think actually, because it's been a few weeks, like we haven't done a show since they did the trades, trading away Sauce and Quinnen.
Before you get into the pregame and all that stuff, I'll tell you what I think of like what's been going on, and you tell me how you feel about it. Is it not typical Jets, though? Like, we're not going anywhere this season.
Right.
You're winning 2 in a row. Mm-hmm. Let's say they win again tonight, or at least a couple more games this season, and we have the 4th overall pick, not the 1st or 6th or whatever, and they get another defensive guy, and it's back to the same vicious cycle we're in. I just don't get it. Just why? Well,
Barnes? I would say there's a couple of things. The toughest part is, like, we all look at surface level. Oh, yeah, I mean, you're a terrible team. You're a joke. The Jets just lose every game. It's not that hard. But the problem is, more than any sport, with the NFL, there's no such thing as a tank or not trying. I mean, you're out on the football field. You're not trying. I mean, you're going to get killed out there. And also, these guys are playing for their career. So while they might not be playing for the Jets in this season, they're playing for their future in the league. So that's why it's tough. The tanking, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Obviously, you get rid of cornerstones like Sauce, like Quinnen Williams. That gives you more of a chance to lose, or you have inept quarterback play like Justin Fields. So that's the thing. And what I would say is, I kind of, foresaw that happening. I mean, I think tonight you would think, I mean, we've seen everything this year, but that they end up getting throttled. But the backup that they do have is that they have an extra first this year, 2 extra firsts next year. So there is capital to move around if they need to. Obviously, the easiest thing is just to have the number 1 pick. But I also think that they are so bad that, like, last week I think was so lucky. 2 special teams touchdowns. I mean, how many times is that going to happen? But I think they're going to lose. I mean, they might lose out to be honest, because, I mean, you'd expect them to lose to the Patriots. You'd expect them to lose to the Ravens. Falcons, Dolphins, Jags, Saints. Okay, those are teams where you could see them losing a couple, but all of those teams also are better than them, other than arguably the Saints. So I think that's the thing, because, I mean, they're losing the Patriots, the Ravens. That's 2 losses. And then you would think Falcons, Dolphins, Jags, Saints, that's at least 2 more losses, and then Patriots, Bills. I know Bills might rest people last week, but maybe not, because they already have 3 losses. So, I mean, there's a bunch more losses in there. I mean, you're a 12, 13 loss team at least, so you'll be up there. But ideally, of course, it would be nice to see them, lose out and get that number 1 pick. So, we'll have to see, but at least we know that we have that protection of having the additional draft picks. And I think too, I mean, when you do have, Justin Fields at quarterback, I mean, I think he completed 2 passes or something ridiculous last week. Didn't even have 70 yards passing. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of games. So at least, we know that they have, that going for them. And looking at the league-wide standings here right now, the Jets, they're in a 3-way tie for the 3rd pick, and I don't know if there's tiebreakers on the way they're showing this in ESPN.com, but the way they show it, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Jets all have 2 wins, 7 losses. Jets beat the Browns, so I would guess that would mean that the Browns are the tiebreaker. They didn't play the Raiders. So, right now, it looks like if the draft was today, that they would have the 6th overall pick. You're hoping that goes up, and you look at like the Giants and even the Titans. They're playing with rookie quarterbacks. There's a chance that those teams win a couple games, so you could easily move yourself up the ladder. But yeah, I mean, obviously as a Jets fan, you just want to be in position to just control the draft and not have to move around and have those assets, have the number 1 pick, but then not have to trade the future picks to move up. And then you could stockpile. I know, yes, what are the chances they're going to fuck it up? Well, what else are you going to do? I mean, you have to at least give it a try. That's what I've been saying. And it's interesting with the game tonight. I feel like if this game was played 1 week ago, it would almost, I wouldn't even consider it. I mean, it would just be, okay, Patriots by 40. And I know it is the Jets, so that always makes you feel like, oh, well, I mean, this should be a no-doubter. But last week felt like it should have been a no-doubter, and I guess I did overlook the fact that the Broncos, offense has just been inept all season, but I just thought the defense good enough. Raiders terrible, but they win by, 3 points? So this spread is high. It's interesting. So on here it says 12.5. I thought I saw earlier that it said 13.5. Either way, to cover this number, you're talking about winning by 2 touchdowns, which, I mean, the Patriots are rolling right now. The job that Josh McDaniels has done with Drake May, is impeccable. And it's not like, he's throwing a Randy Moss out there either. They did add Diggs, but, he's a diminished version of himself, but he's had some good rapport with him. You like what Trevion Henderson has been doing. I have him for fantasy. He can fly. So I could see him having a big night tonight. So it seems like, all of that being said, yeah, I'm just a little reluctant to throw down on New England to cover that number just because of what we saw last night. Divisional game, short week. But when it really comes down to it, it's not 100% confidence, but I think this is going to be a complete throttle, like back in the old days when Belichick would get riled to really stick it to the Jets. Just because I don't think they'll be able to stop Drake May in this passing game, and I think Trevion Henderson, like I said, he's really come on in recent weeks, averaging over 5 yards per carry. I mean, can just absolutely fly. So, if you're looking at this from a Jet perspective, how would you win this game? I mean, I don't know if you could really count on defensive and special teams touchdowns, but I guess it would be just pressuring Drake May. I mean, their leading sacker, Will McDonald, has 7 sacks, but he's questionable with a quad injury. So that would be a big loss if he couldn't go. But I would think, just running the ball with Brees and getting in May's face would be the only chance of the Jets winning this game. But obviously, being that it's the Jets, short week on the road, not expecting that. And you do have Garrett Wilson, out with that knee injury, which is, makes things even more difficult for the Jets, but it's not like they're actually throwing passes in this one. While we give Michael another second here before we do our official pick, I could get to a couple of these comments here. So Michael Butka, that is, says, Michael, I love when you read those comments. Looking like Luigi with the stash. So Butka is saying you look like Luigi. Loves when you read the comments.
Yes, Michael. Rhode Island Comic-Con this weekend. Haven't had a chance to shave, but I will be shaving.
And then also we have a Yearney saying, Theophil, the artesian to my sourdough loaf. How the hell are you?
Dude, doing great. How are you doing, Ernie?
And then Butka saying, Patriots getting another automatic win tonight. I'm really getting fed up with them.
With the Patriots?
Yeah, I mean, no, they're 8-2. They're having a great year.
It's crazy how we thought it was the end of the Patriots, and here we are.
And from that point where they won their last Super Bowl to where they were terrible, fired the coach,
already,
new coach, second coach, already leaps and bounds ahead of us already.
It's
that has something to do with the quality of an organization.
It's just the ownership. It's just that is the perfect example.
But I mean, I know people are, and he says, unbelievable, they're 8-2. I know people are saying, like, oh, well, we're going to rely on the Jets to pick a quarterback. But it's like, you have to at least try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you're not getting Joe Burrow. I know people have mentioned that. Yeah, Joe Burrow with his no trade clause, he's really going to accept a trade to the Jets. Are you fucking kidding me? And he says they should have lost to Tampa. Yeah, that was a good game, Michael. But, so that's really where I'm at. But if we could, Michael, just strike up the music and do a Week 11 Thursday Night Football frenzy. All right, so we go to Foxborough, Gillette Stadium here. The Patriots, like we mentioned, this line opened at 10.5. Right now it's at 12.5. The spread opened at 44.5. Now it's at 42.5. So a lot of people taking the under here. The Jets. I look at this, and like I said, I think the Patriots are going to stick him to it. I think Trevion Henderson, who's really come on in recent weeks, like I've been saying, is going to have a big game. I like him over rushing yards. Give him a rushing touchdown. Even maybe Drake May an anytime rushing touchdown. But I think the Jets get embarrassed here, honestly. And I would say because they're not going to score much, I think this is actually going to go under. 42.5 is a low total. But I think we're going to see the Patriots win this one. Let's say 31-6. So that would be the Patriots and the under. And just like that, your Week 11 Thursday Night Football frenzy. We'll see if it's any different, but obviously us Jets fans, hoping for the L here. And one other thing before we move along here, Michael, Glenn. What are your thoughts? I mean, a lot of people, just with the media, kind of feels a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Give him a shot, or are you kind of like,
I honestly, I don't know. It's tough. He shouldn't be tight at
Rich Cimini. It's just like, what are you doing?
Be mad at the guy who gave him the info.
Right. Exactly.
What are we talking about?
And then his
job is to report things.
Yeah, and then the whole competitive advantage about the starting quarterback. I mean, it's just why? Like, that everybody's talking about how embarrassing it is. Just stop with that stuff.
It really is. It's tough. I don't know. It's tough, dude. I know you guys have been talking about it. I really, really hope and pray that we get Gruden and not the Giants.
Yeah. No, but the Gruden Hard Knocks
would be. Have you seen any of his TikTok
videos? A little bit.
He is. There's people will turn him into memes, and it'll be like when you're at dinner with your girlfriend and she says no sports, and he's like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so funny.
The former New York Jet.
He's great. He really is.
And so is Chief, by the way. He checks in and he
Chief
says,
is great.
Josh B, though, against the Gruden, said he was all set. We were talking about this earlier in the week.
Why?
I don't get it. It's just like with saying, like, oh, the Jets can't draft a quarterback because they can't develop one. It's like, well, what's the other option? You know what I mean? So it's like, instead of, either sticking with Glenn, who, looks awful, and Chief says he would be perfect for New York, and I definitely agree there. Go with a coach who's won a Super Bowl for. I know it was so long ago. Oh, maybe the game's passing by. I don't think so. I think he would work well, with a young quarterback.
He knows ball.
Yes. And I think he would just love that task of being the man that played a big part in the Jets. The Jets. He called all these games for years. He coached all these games for years. The Jets, what's the consistent thing with the Jets? They're terrible. So if he's the guy that lifts them from the doldrums,
he would be considered one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah.
He's already obviously solidified, won the Super Bowl, great coach, but like he'd be up there with the 6 Super Bowls of Bill and all that just because he won that one with New York.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tampa when they were nothing.
Right. With Brad Johnson.
Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous.
Come on.
And Chief says he can handle the limelight, and if there's someone to trust, develop a quarterback, it would be him. No, absolutely. So I hope they do something like that. I don't. It seems like they'll stick with Glenn, but maybe not. Hopefully not. I don't know. I know it's a little early. What's he coached 9 games? But it's just like, I don't know. It's just one of those things you kind of know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew that Saleh, that that Gase, that Bowles, that it just wasn't going to work. And it's kind of ironic because Bowles, has turned into a good coach.
Yeah.
What do you know? People leaving the Jets and getting better, but we'll have to see.
No.
But hopefully just draft wise, they get slaughtered tonight. And Trevion Henderson has a good game for my fantasy team. Maybe Breece Hall as well. We'll see. And then a random comment here saying Sandlot is on Netflix.
That's awesome. I actually watched it the other day.
Oh, wow.
VHS.
There we go. So I'm sure Chief is riled to hear that. But let's switch gears here and go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Let's do it.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle, great hit, Cameron. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights!
All right. So last night, the New York Rangers, their 8th road victory of the season, a 7-3 beatdown at the hands of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And yes, they were down. I know Victor Hedman. I forgot who else was missing from this game. But regardless of that, this was just an insane game. 7 goals in the first period. It's just been amazing too what an impact Vincent Trocheck has made since his return from injury. I saw him in his first game back on Monday, he was great then, and he was great again last night. One of the big catalysts in this victory for the Rangers. You look at the score sheet here. Will Cooley got the scoring off first 2 minutes of the game, 109 in the first period, a power play goal. His 5th, assisted by Fox and Panarin. Cooley's a guy who I feel like really came on strong last year, so they're hoping that he can continue to develop. Newly minted captain JT Miller with his 4th. That was Zibanejad's 5th assist. And after the Lightning put one in, Scott Saborin, a guy I'm not familiar with, to cut the deficit to 2-1. Laffy makes it 3-1 with his 4th. Panarin in on the assist. Panarin with 4 assists last night for the Rangers. So that made it 3-1. Gergensons makes it 3-2. This was just a scoring frenzy. Will Borgen with the unassisted goal to make it 4-2, and then Jake Gensel with a shorty made it 4-3. All Rangers from that point on. Crazy that you have 7 goals in the first period, 3 for the entire rest of the game, all by the Rangers. Vinny T with his first goal of the season. And what do you know? Panarin in on that one as well. as well as Gagerkov. So 5-3 going into the locker room to start of the third period. And Vinny T, again, his second of the game. And Panarin, again, his 11th assist, assisted also with Vakanainen to make it 6-3. And then Will Cooley, the empty netter, already in the bag, but putting the finishing touches on a dominant 7-3 victory. The Rangers are now 9-7-2. And I mean, definitely have to have the best road record in the league. And it was nice to see them win the other night against the Predators. And a lot of road games are coming up, but the rare home games that they do have, like the one on Sunday, I think it's against Detroit. I know JD's going to that one. I think a 7:00 game. But if they could just hold serve at home, I mean, things are looking pretty good. Especially, you've had a lot of negative feels, couldn't score at home, and to have a victory like this, to dominate on the road. I mean, you gotta to be a successful team in the NHL, you gotta win road games, and that's what they're doing. I think the home victories will come. I thought Igor was pretty good last night, 36-33. I mean, nothing after the first period, so that's what you want there. And now, if you're the Rangers, you get a few days off here. We'll be back at it, playing back-to-back over the weekend. So it starts with a game in Columbus against the Blue Jackets, a team that's always given them trouble. Sam Rosen still lauding Elvis Merzlikins, the tender for the Blue Jackets. And then, like I said, that home game on Sunday. So you're hoping to keep the good times going. You've won 3 out of your last 4 games. And really, if you go back further than that, you've won 6 out of 8. So things are headed in the right direction. Kind of crazy, though. Those 2 losses outscored 8-0. So it seems like when they don't have it, they really don't have it. But when they do, they play a good, solid game like last night. So you feel pretty good there. I like the direction this is headed. I know they had demoted Peralt last night, but I think that was just for this game specifically, and they'll move him back up in the line. But I love him getting run, developing some young guys, something we haven't done in recent years. So all good there. The other 3 games last night, Tony got a little cute, was picking the Flyers over the Oilers. Not so fast as the Oilers win 2-1 in overtime. How about former Ranger Jack Roslovic with his 5th goal of the year in overtime for the game winner? So Edmonton moving to 8-6-4, and the Flyers falling to 8-5-3. In a surprisingly low-scoring game there. And then we saw the Mammoth beat the Sabres 5-2. So they moved to 10-7. They've been strong. I think Tony did pick the Mammoth, I want to say, last night. Was talking about how Vejmelka had been doing a good job. But a solid win for them. 5-1 at home. They went with Vejmelka last night, 17 out of 19. Good enough. And kind of interesting, too. Down 2-0 midway through the second, and then they go 5 unanswered to end the game. Peterka, Corey had mentioned to me, he used to be on the Sabres, but he had his 5th, Keller his 7th, and Schmaltz had his 10th. So things looking pretty good, for the Utah Mammoth. We'll see if they can keep it up. And, you go back to the Coyote days. They've been working on this process for a long time. And then last game of the night, Chief mentioned it, the Devils, and Josh was saying, fuck the Devils. Obviously, that's what I'm saying as well. They do win in overtime in Chicago, 4-3. This was a great game. Connor Bedard, by the way, for the Blackhawks, really off to a strong start goal scoring wise. His 10th already. I think he's been in the low 20s the last couple of years, the former number 1 overall pick. But Simon Nimak, the hero, he tied the game with under 4 minutes remaining in the third. And that actually, the game winner was actually a hat trick because he had scored in the second as well. So Devils off to a good start, 12-4-1, 5-4 away from the Rock. But I'm excited to see the Rangers get a swing at them. And the Blackhawks, me and Tony have been talking about it all season long, picking up the point despite the loss, 8-5-4. So a lot more competitive than they've been in recent years. And that's what we all want to see as hockey fans, because we know Connor Bedard has a chance to be a Hall of Famer. He's got that much talent, so young. And you just want to see that type of youth, that type of talent in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's for sure. So, no Rangers tonight, like we said, off till Saturday, but we do have a decent slate here. Let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. So we'll do a Thursday edition of the Frozen Frenzy, which is going to be brought to you by Velvet Llama. We get started in Toronto at Scotiabank Arena. The Maple Leafs hosting the Kings here. Toronto actually home dogs here, coming off that disappointing loss on Tuesday to the Bruins. And overall, they've lost 3 in a row. The Kings have won 3 out of 4. And the teams have not played yet this season. Kind of interesting. The Kings have been great away from Crypto.com. 7-1-2 on the road this year. But I like the Maple Leafs to bounce back. I know they haven't been themselves. And I know Austin Matthews is going to miss this game, but I still think there's enough there with Nylander, with Tavares, with Nyes. So let's see what we got here. So we'll take the Maple Leafs and then the total 5.5 following the Tony school of thought. We're going over on the 5.5s. So we'll go the Maple Leafs and the over. So that's our first game here. 9 to go. And we go Stars Canadians at the Bell Center. Montreal -120. Stars are 10-4-3 this year. The Montreal Canadiens are 10-4-2. So really good start for both teams. Rantanen's been on fire ever since he was traded from Carolina over to Dallas. Wyatt Johnston's having a nice start to his season as well. Recent performances, Stars have won 4 out of 5. Canadians have lost 3 out of 4. And they are 5-2-1 at home. Stars 5-1-2 on the road. It might be an oversight, but total is 5.5 as well. But I'm going to go with Dallas here. I think they're the better team. Rupe Hintz with the game winner last time. Give me Rantanen and Hintz for points in this one, but I think Dallas wins. Let's say 4-2. So we'll go Dallas in the over there. The Bruins playing the Senators in Ottawa at the Canadian Tire Center. Ottawa -170. Boston +145. Had that nice win against Toronto last time out. I'm going to go with the Bruins. I think me and Tony keep talking about this. They keep getting undervalued by the sports book. Always the underdog. Seems like they're always winning. I know 3-4 on the road isn't great. But I like the way they're playing recently. Pasternak's been unbelievable, 22 points already. Give him a goal and an assist here. And let's see what we got for the total. We are looking at 6.5. So we will go the under here, but give me the Bruins and the under. So next game up here, we have Tony's second favorite team, the Ducks, in Detroit against Pollock's Red Wings, the Little Caesars Arena. The Ducks have been the story of the NHL this year, winning 11 of their first 16 games this season, even 6-3-1 away from Anaheim, and coming off that disappointing beatdown at the hands of Colorado. They've been red hot before that. The Wings have lost 3 in a row and have been outscored 10-2, and have also lost 4 out of 5, only win against San Jose in a shootout. I'm going to say Detroit bounces back, and I know Tony probably a wry smile somewhere, but listen, Anaheim's been great, but these things seem to level themselves out. So give me Dylan Larkin with a goal in this one, and I think a high-scoring game here. I think Detroit wins 6-4. So give me the Wangs and the over. Capitals, Panthers coming to you from Sunrise. Panthers have been all over the map this year, only 8-7-1. Obviously, a lot of hockey played the last 3 years as they've been in the Stanley Cup final every year. I don't like the way the Capitals have been playing. I know they just beat the Hurricanes, but give me the Panthers here. They've been good at home, 5-1-1. So let's see. Total-wise, I would think this is a 5.5. It is. So we'll go over, and we'll say the Panthers win 4-2. So give me the Panthers and the over. Moving along, we have the Blue Jackets and the Oilers. The Oilers on the back-to-back. We're hoping that, the Oilers rough them up a little bit as they prepare to play the Rangers on Saturday. But I am going to go, as you would expect, with the Oilers. They've won their last 2 in overtime. I don't think this goes to overtime. I think it's a solid win. McDavid, 18 assists, only 7 goals so far. Leon Draisaitl has 10. I think they both score. And I think Edmonton will win this game by the score of 5-3. So give me the Oilers and the over. And moving along, we have the Sabres in Colorado against the Avalanche. I think this is a tough spot for them, back-to-back as well. And Colorado's just been on fire. Winners of 4 straight. Sabres have lost 4 straight. I think those streaks continue. Nathan McKinnon's been unbelievable. 32 points for McKinnon. Give him and Makar a point, and I think Colorado rolls here. I'm going to say 5-2, so give me the Avalanche and the over. And moving along here, we are at 9 o'clock in Scotiabank, the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta. The Flames, the Sharks plus 135. That's all I need to see. The Flames are 4-12, 2-4-1 at home. Macklin Celebrini has been unbelievable. 26 points for the former number 1 overall pick. I think him and Will Smith each with a goal in this one. And let's definitely go with the Sharks here. I'm going to say they'll win this game 5-3. So give me the Sharks and the over. 2 games left as we get into the wee hours on a Thursday night. How about the Islanders in Vegas to face the Knights? The Islanders 8-6-2, Knights 7-4-4. So 4 overtime shootout losses for Vegas in this one. And overall, Vegas hard times. Losers of 4 out of 5 though. The last 2 games they've only lost by 1 goal each. Isles have won their last 2, beating the Rangers and the Devils. I am going to go. I know there's a lot of hype, Schaefer, all of that, but I'll go with Vegas here. I know they've had a little bit of an uneven start. Usually they're better at home, only 4-3-2. I think they'll win this one. I think this will be a good one. I'm going to say it goes overtime, but I have Vegas winning this one 5-4. So give me Vegas and the over, and we move along here. Last game of the night, we're going to Seattle, 10 o'clock. The Jets, the Kraken. The Jets have had a good start, 10-6 this year. Kraken 7-4-5, 5 overtime and shootout losses for the Kraken. I'm going to go with the Jets here. They've actually lost 3 out of their last 5. The Kraken have done the same, losing 2-1 in both of their last 2 games. But I like Winnipeg here. I like Hellebuck to button it up, as me and Tony say. Give Scheifele a point, and I'm going to say 5.5. Usually you don't go under. I will go under, and I think the Jets win 3-2. Jets under, and just like that, that is your Thursday edition of the Frozen Frenzy. And we can switch the music, Michael, and it's our favorite time of the show. Get the baseball music up, the baseball grid. And another edition of the Immaculate Grid, which is going to be brought to you by the Hirsch Law Firm. And I was looking at this grid before. I didn't fill anything out, but it looks like we have a pretty good one in store here. Some left field, only one team, kind of a mix-up. The Pirates can get a little tricky at times, but I'll try to navigate this, as best as we can. So let's take a look here. So only one team for Kansas City. So thinking about their players, their starters. Let's see here. So their catcher. I'm trying to think. Starting pitching. Who's the guy? Oh, Bubic, maybe? Is Bubic still on there? Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, so, only one team, Kansas City. Chris Bubic, that's with a K. Tony always gets so tight, he always defaultly spells the name wrong.
No, it's a tough one. Yeah. 1%.
1%. Okay, we're talking about the Pirates here. So just obviously Skeens would be 1,000%. Maybe O'Neal Cruz. I don't know if he's too high as well. Just trying to think about who else is is on that team closer-wise, or I don't think Flores made his debut yet. 'Cause I feel like that's who came over in that deal. Let's just take a look here. Let's see here, and then maybe we'll let that marinate for a second. The left field, though, with the one team, we can go Jason Dominguez. So
For
bottom right,
Bottom right.
and 2 S's with Jason. Another
Wow.
Tonyism.
That's crazy.
I know.
2%.
there. Okay, now we're talking about Seattle left fielder. I have an idea here. Yes, Mitch Haniger right next to Dominguez there. For Seattle in left field.
Seattle left field.
Yeah, so bottom middle, Mitch Haniger.
You're on fire.
There we go. Okay, and then Josh says Henry Davis for Pirates one team. So middle right. Nice. Good call,
Nice.
Josh. O'Neal Cruz was 7%. Okay, so left field for the Twins. Let's think about this for a second. I wonder. Or, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so, Delman Young, Michael, for bottom left.
Bottom left, Delvin.
Delman.
Delman.
Kind of a weird name.
Young.
Yep.
Wow.
0.9. Okay, let's see here. So, Seattle and Pittsburgh. I'm trying to think about this one. Maybe Adam. I feel like Adam Frazier played for both teams. Yeah. Okay, so Seattle, Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. So middle, dead nuts.
Adam Frazier.
Yes. Okay. And let's see. Liriano is probably high. Seattle and Kansas City. Let's see. So, I don't know if. I don't think this is. Let's see. Twins Royals, Robbie Grossman, courtesy of Josh. So top left,
Top left,
Robbie Grossman.
Robbie Grossman.
Yes.
Wow.
Good one from Josh there. So 2 more left. Like I said, I think Liriano's too high. Thinking about Seattle. I don't think played for Kansas City. That's Sweeney. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, is Liriano probably high? 18%. And then Seattle, Kansas City. So catcher, first base. Let's see. Buhner. Just see, usually here. So Kansas City. Let's see. Estevez, Perez, Walker, Lugo, Boober, Stone, Cameron. And then okay, Kendrys Morales, Josh says, for Kansas City, Seattle. So top middle, Kendry. There we go. Good one there from Josh. So the last one, the Pirates and the Twins. Let's see. So if we're thinking besides Liriano, let's see, Pirates, Twins. Pirates. Let's see if there's any. Pirates is always tough because they don't. I don't think Nova. There's no way Nova. He's saying Carlos. I was thinking about that. Let's see here. So did he play? Yes. Okay. So Pittsburgh and then Minnesota. Wait a second. Yes. Okay. So Carlos Santana. Nice. Okay. So what did we get here? 28. All right. And then we'll switch the music and head over to the gridiron. Let's see. Is there any Patriot Jet theme here? There is. Okay, so let's see here. So, folk would actually be a good one, but I wonder if that's high. 7%. Do Jets Patriots, Danny Woodhead. So top left. Hard Knocks legend.
Nice.
2%. Okay. Okay, the Jets and the Packers. Obviously, there's Lazard, there's Rodgers. Let's see, tight end wise or running back. Guys on the defense corner. Just think about that for a second. Okay, yeah, Jets, Broncos. We could do Trevor Siemian. Okay, let's see. The Broncos and the Browns. That should be Reuben Drones. Yep. So bottom middle. REUBN. REU and then BEN. And then Drones. Yep. All right. And then let's see. Hall of Famer for the Broncos. I'm thinking Champ Bailey? Or no, DeMarcus Ware, probably. Let's see. Okay, yeah. DeMarcus Ware for Hall of Famer Broncos. Bottom right. There we go. Julius Peppers. Nice. All right. Packers Hall of Fame, so middle right, Julius Peppers. And then for the Patriots Hall of Fame, Darrelle Revis. Isn't it still so crazy that he ended up going there and winning a Super Bowl? Like, it feels like it almost didn't even happen. Just search Revis. But you know what I'm saying, Michael?
It's
I feel like
crazy.
you were a big Revis guy back in the day, right?
Of course.
I'm thinking Austin Hooper. Yeah, all right. So top middle, Austin Hooper. Perfect. All right. So Browns, Packers. Let's think about this for a second. Thinking Seneca. Seneca Wallace, Dead Nuts. Oh. Nice. And then former. Let me just make sure about this. But I think I will be able to fill out this grid without even looking to see if Josh B said anything. Yes, Muhammad Wilkerson. I know you remember him.
Of course.
Wait, a first round pick on defense for the Jets?
26.
Michael's favorite part of the show. Let's change the music. Get out those high tops. as we head to the hardwood. The Knicks are in this one. And now I'm just checking while we have a second here to see if Josh, I'm sure he was on the football grid. I would think maybe not though. Maybe he saw that I was rolling. Of course, my computer. Yep, he just had Jets pack Brunel, but I felt good. I was able to get through that one. Baseball was a little rough today. All right, so let's see. Outside of the U.S., for the Warriors,
what was that big
guy?
man?
Wait, you're not thinking of like Andres Burst.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Let me see.
He's like a lefty.
Yeah. Okay, it's Andres Bergeron's 5%. So Andres. Yeah. Beadrins. There you go.
Yes.
Dude, for 2K, for some reason. Because I think I used to like being the Warriors with like Monta Ellis back in the day. Yeah, all the time, man. Okay, so for OKC, outside of the 50 states in DC, I'm thinking Al Horford because he was born in Puerto Rico.
For
0.6? Yeah.
For OKC.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
That is.
Okay, so obviously we got Bargnani there, but who else? There's been so many guys. I'm trying to think. So, or Jeremy Lin?
He's American born.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, easy mix up there.
No, totally.
Yeah. Okay, thinking about other guys. I mean, Valanciunas. Trying to think of like the Raptors back in the day or the title teams. Different guys. Moody. Just think about this. You think Valanciunas is too high?
Why not Bargnani?
You think people kind of forgot about him?
I think so.
I'm gonna just do a quick,
Okay.
as we would say, back channel. 6%, good enough. Mark Jackson's coming back.
No, I was just kind of see. I think he played for Golden State.
Did he play for Golden State?
Oh, I'm gonna just hold on. Let me just put this one in. What was it again? Andre,
Bargnani. So he did not play for Golden State.
Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't pick that.
We know David Lee, but that's probably what everybody's thinking about.
Jamal Crawford did,
Yeah, do that.
right?
Yeah. 2%. Nice. Obviously, there's Hartenstein. Trying to think about the other guys. I don't think Landry Fields or Sherman. Not Tyson Chandler. Not Novak.
Mello.
I could do back channels. Let's see. So I feel like everybody does forget about Carmelo on the Thunder, but then again, probably all the Knicks fans on here didn't, and that's why it's 33%. But Knicks Raptors wasn't Landry Fields, right? Raptors?
He did play on the Raptors. Yeah.
That'll be a real good one. 3%, nice. Kings Warriors. Not Monta.
Kings Warriors.
Also, though, I'm trying to
Chris
think.
Mullin.
I'd have to check that one. Oh, 3% for Kings and Raptors. Valanciunas. Okay, yeah, Kings Warriors. Did Seth Curry? No?
I think just double check. Did Chris Mullin play for OKC? No, it would have been Seattle technically.
Oh, right.
We could do DeMarcus.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Right?
Let's see. 17%. And also I keep forgetting to check here.
I know, but he didn't play for the Thunder.
Okay, Josh B. Let's see.
Buddy Hield.
Knicks, OKC, Ray Felton.
Knicks, OKC. That's a good one.
Let's see. Knicks, Raptors. We already did that one. Okay, so just Kings. Thank you, Josh, by the way. Sorry we weren't keeping up with these.
What about Buddy Hield?
Buddy Hield for the Warriors. Yeah. Warriors, right? Warriors,
Right.
Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. All right, not bad. And then the Kings and the Thunder. Not Evans. The Kings and the Thunder. Maybe. That's cool. Oh, Cole Aldridge. What a play by
Wow.
Josh. Thank you. COLE Aldridge. Kind of completely. I would have never remembered him again the rest of my life. But he was a first round pick. He went to Kansas.
Yeah.
So nice. There we go. 37.
Good
there
stuff.
We go. Yeah, we'll take the day off from hockey because we would be here till tomorrow's show if I tried to do that myself. But let's see, a couple more things.
Oh my God, 17 comments. Jesus.
Yeah, all Josh with the grid, I think.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Way to cheat.
Kev, how's the Yankees circle jerk going?
How do they cheat though? I don't know. You could elaborate on that. And it's Kev. I swear to God, Kev with the Yankees only is like a 2-year-old child. Like, just cannot, like, he was doing it in the group chat this morning. Anyway, this is one thing about the Yankees. Like, just instantly, like, he gets the evil ears, the face turns red, the blood pressure through the roof. It's not good for him.
No.
There's just no reason to do it.
Adrenal fatigue.
Yeah, I guess what I was going to say, and I don't know if Josh could speak to this, or you know what, actually? Let's just make it official. Let's go to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls go! LeBron James at the buzzer! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
All right. So, a rough one for the Knicks and the Lakers last night. Both teams losing handily, and the Knicks losing Jalen Brunson to looks like a leg injury. 124-107, they lose to Orlando. And it was in the final 2 minutes, game out of hand. Brunson goes down by the basket. And let's see, 12 hours ago, he was using crutches and wearing a walking boot. And I don't see anything else. I tried looking up, like, if there's an article. Let's see, New York Post. Let's see. I know he turned his right ankle. That's all I know. He badly sprained it last month, put him out for about a month. It's 2025. That game was not out of hand yet. It kind of was, Josh. I mean, yes, sure. It's the start of the fourth quarter. Team's down 20. Great. But I mean, when there's 2 minutes left, I mean, it basically is. I understand the thought there. But I guess you got to hope for him that it's just kind of one of those sprains. And he'll be back soon because as he goes, the Knicks go. But and he says they got it down to 9. But what's been, did Banchero get injured? Groin injury. Oh, hopefully he's okay. But what's been your thoughts so far? This year?
Yeah, they look good. Offense looks good.
Brown, I mean, you think that's working?
I don't know if it's gonna end up working because I mean, defensively, that's more of like spurts of good defense, and that's gonna hurt you in the long run in terms of playoff games. You can't go on those kind of spurts of no defense, and if you're not shooting well and the other team is, there you go. There's the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think they're missing a piece.
Maybe a Towns trade or no? Josh B earning for the Towns trade.
Yeah, I'm with him on that. I mean, but it has to be for like a stud.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a Giannis. You need something like that to come in here.
So it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, hopefully Brunson, just misses a game or two, if that. But the Knicks will be back in play tomorrow, playing the Heat, NBA Cup, our favorite event, group play. So that'll be a prime video game tomorrow. And it seems like the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing video games this year.
Yeah.
12-1, 121-92 over Michael Butka's Lakers. He says his defense is a joke, to say the least. That's true. But what do you think? A lot of people, just listening to sports radio this morning, I think yesterday a little bit too. I mean, everybody's saying, like, just crown the Thunder already. They're even better. There's guys that are coming back that haven't even played.
Yeah.
I mean, is it that, like, cut and dry? Like, no one stands a chance? Like,
I don't think so right now. I'm trying to think.
Obviously Detroit leading the East, but it seems like...
See Bradley Beal?
Yes. I mean, his career is done.
Yeah.
It's like John Wall.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Gilbert Arenas. It kind of reminds me of his career, too, like, at the end. It was just crazy.
Just without the guns.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
Yes. But just walking to the ATM.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's
even
tough.
took a little less with the buyout. But
yeah, I don't know. OKC seems to be above everybody else right now. Especially Chet Holmgren has elevated his game, the rotation guys.
6 guys and scoring in double figures.
Like, it's
Averaging
crazy.
double figures. Shy averaging 32 and 6.
Who's even close to them right now?
Yeah. No, I mean, they just hit those draft picks and hit the trades, and that's what's right. Now, the Lakers had been playing good, but it's funny. You have one game like this, and then you see all this stuff like on ESPN or Twitter. Oh, no, this team isn't going to have to win a title. Not that necessarily thought they were anyway. Don't tell Michael Bucket that. He might go through the TV.
Yeah.
But and a lot of chatter, too, about a possible LeBron trade. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, it depends where. Like, where would he go? Cleveland?
That's the thing. I don't think, but Cleveland, like, what's in that for Cleveland? And, like, so they're going to give up, you know what I mean? Like Jared Allen or something just to have LeBron for a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't really see the fit, right?
I don't think so. I don't know where he would go. I really don't.
So basically, by default, he ends up coming back.
Yeah.
And what do you think about them? I mean, are they?
I think they're a good team.
Yeah. I mean, Luka's nasty. Obviously.
Luka, Austin, the whole rotational guys they got. People saying they don't need LeBron. Certain people out there.
Michael Butka.
Yeah, which is shot. Last night showed you need him.
Right. No, I thought it was ridiculous too.
Like if you have LeBron in that game, I think it could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I guess Denver could potentially challenge. They're 9-2.
Yeah, they're good. They're doing well. They definitely have a good core over there. I'm trying to think too. You know who's surprising this season so far, which I honestly thought they would be better than people thought, is Phoenix.
Yeah.
They've won 6 out of the last 7,
After
4 in a
slow
row.
Start, yeah.
I don't know, pretty decent team there.
I always liked Booker.
Me too. He's playing really well. Like extremely
28 points a game. Grayson Allen, 19 points a game.
Yeah,
Who
dude,
would have seen that coming?
Yeah, they have like 6 guys that could shoot a clip from 3. So
yeah, because you have Booker, Allen, Brooks, Green, Royce O'Neal, and then Mark Williams at center.
yeah,
So yeah, they're an interesting team. Obviously, getting rid of Durant and Beal. We'll see. What happens there. And I think tonight, yes, short slate. Just 3 games. Raptors, Cavs, 7 o'clock NBA TV. Pacers, Suns, 9 o'clock, and then Hawks, Jazz at 9 o'clock as well.
I'm going Jazz. I'm going. What was the game before that?
Pacers, Suns. Obviously, Suns 4.5.
And then the other one was what?
Cavs 7.5.
Cavs, definitely going Cavs with that one.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I'll go Jazz with the upset. I don't know. I never really liked Trae Young.
No,
like,
the Jazz are. I can't believe that's an upset.
Yeah, 1.5. They're
so
plus
much
1.5.
They're better than Atlanta, in my opinion. People don't give enough respect to Markkanen.
No, he's averaging 28.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
And then Kenny George or Keontae George is averaging 21.5. Walker Kessler's injured, but he's averaging 14.5. And then you got McCulloch, who used to be on the Lakers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you think about Embiid this year? It's over.
I have him for fantasy, so I hope he does well. But yeah, he can't stay out of his own way, obviously, right? I mean,
it's crazy.
How about this? There is a live college basketball game right now between Central Michigan and South Alabama.
Jesus.
Playing at the MacArthur Center in St. Petersburg.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand
What
that.
time was tip-off?
I mean, it had to have been 11 o'clock.
Wow.
There's 4 minutes in.
Wow.
That's crazy. And then Purdue, Alabama tonight, 2 versus 8. So Alabama at home, so 3.5-point favorites there. And then let's see, anything else? No, not really. Cal versus Kansas State. I know we have a few football games. Central Michigan 38-19 last night. Northern Illinois all over UMass. We saw that one coming 45-3. Toledo bouncing back 24-3. And then just one. It's tomorrow that there's 2 games tomorrow. But Troy, Old Dominion tonight. Old Dominion 10.5-point favorites there. Give me Troy plus 300. Why not? A couple shekels. And then other than that, there's been a lot of conversation MLB free agency wise. Looks like for all of our sakes, for the Yankees, Grisham, it looks like it's going to decline the qualifying offer, which is great. That opens things up definitely. The Cashman, I guess, kind of lauding. He had a video conference yesterday that they want to re-sign Cody Bellinger, which is something that we felt like they would make a priority for all offseason long. Really waiting on what else they do, hoping for, Murakami. And I got to get his name right, but the other Japanese pitcher, or the Japanese pitcher that's being posted, really would like him as well. And he said all along, that they're going to attack needs this offseason. So really hoping that they do that. We were having a long discussion yesterday, me, Josh, and JD, about Stephen Kwan. I was saying, just give me Jason Dominguez, and I know they're knocking him down because he didn't really play in the playoffs. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I just feel like you don't give a guy a full opportunity. He's 22 years old. To go with Stephen Kwan, I think we know what Stephen Kwan is. I just like the all-star potential of Jason Dominguez. So I kind of hope they do that. Like, just give your guys a chance. I think I've said it many times, but everybody's scarred by what's happened with Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe. But every player is different, and it would just be exciting to see them get their full chance. I mean, Kwan, 705 OPS last year, stole 21 bags, a 272 hitter, slugging 374. Give me Jason Dominguez all day. I know he didn't show a ton of power. Did have that 3 home run game in Sacramento last year. And I think, 22 years old, turned 23 in February. I just think it makes a lot of sense to commit to him. And I really would, ideally, what I really would like to, if we're not going to get Murakami, would Rice, get him catching, and then you could put Bellinger at first base, and then have Jones and Dominguez, which you can move parts around anyway. It's so funny. So Josh has been hammering the driving range. The first time since I've met Josh, I would say the past, let's call it 6 weeks, he's taken more golf shots than me, which,
wow.
I mean, that's never even came close just an absolute fiend. And he really gets on me because and I guess it's like every other sport you do practice, but I don't know. I just want to play. Like, I don't like the range and the mat too. I feel like the mat's not the same. But yeah, he's hammering the driving range. Just a shame, dude. It's so cold. I can't believe Tony likes this weather, man. It is so like it dark. And like, I know. It just there's no. It just feels like a very negative tone the way the weather is. I absolutely can't take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was looking. I think next 10 days there's not even a 50-degree day. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's tough.
But is what it is. Big show. Coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
A full NFL preview. Finally, maybe we could pick up some ground on the TCA. Probably not. And Josh B, we'll get an update tomorrow from him. He says working on consistency, striking the ball.
Love to see it.
So yeah, obviously we'll talk about that. Rangers over the weekend, full NFL slate. Can't wait for that. Oh, one more thing. My bad. He says, let's hit cord when I'm out there. LOL. Sounds good to me. I'll probably be at the gym. Oh, you know what else? So couple of things here just to finish up real quick, Michael. So he's getting on me too, because I keep telling him like, oh, it's winter now. It's when it's cold like this, I'd rather just not even play and just go to the gym. And he's telling me that I should just, instead of doing the elliptical, just go to the driving range, which it's like, I get it's a workout, but there's no way you could tell me a half hour on the elliptical, even if you're on the range for 2 hours, Michael, the calories don't match up. No way. Not even close. Not even close. And speaking of the golf, I was just going to say from Bermuda, Rio Histatoon and Alex Smalley co-lead at 4 under. They're both in the clubhouse. And then you have Chris Ventura, 3 under, 1 back. He's in the clubhouse. Max McGreevy also finished up. He's 2 under. And then let's see, anybody else really of note near the top? Not exactly. But, of course, still early. Tony's pick, Matt Kuchar, just teed off. He's even through 1. Francisco Molinari even as well. Any big blow-ups? You have, let's see, what is this? Drew Doyle, +8 through 14. Like, I'm out there. And then he said, you said it yourself. You sweat like crazy on the range. How is it not a workout? LOL. But it's like,
it's different.
Go to the sauna after the elliptical, Josh. You know what I mean? You have to attack. And yeah, like when it's golf season, maybe we'll do a little range. We'll see. But he's pushing the range, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's where we're at. But thank you to everyone for tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. The merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you. Mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best.